Welcome to Dave's Dimension, the channel where chaos and insanity will always reign supreme. We are the Dimension.
Hey guys, welcome back again to Dave's Dimension. Welcome back again for another video. Welcome back to the channel where chaos and insanity will always reign supreme. So we're back again for another inbox. We are going back to the Spidey Retroverse. We got Hobgoblin. We got Hobby on a retro card here, and we're going to rip him open. We're going to let him breathe. We're going to let him live. Now, you guys know me. I'm into everything. I'm into DC. I'm into Marvel. But this was an awesome cartoon series from the 90s. I loved it. The storylines, it was just continuous. It was like a comic book. And even today, I think it still holds up. It was not your typical kids show. It dealt with a lot of serious themes. And I mean, to me, it's still one of the best Spider-Man cartoons out there in the world ever. Now we're getting into Hobgoblin, who is actually voiced by Luke Skywalker himself. Mark Hamill actually voiced Hobby here. Hobgoblin was a iteration, like imagine you took the Green Goblin outfit, altered it slightly, kind of pretty much what it was. And he even has his own little glider, his own pumpkin bomb, and we get his own little satchel, not a purse, it's a satchel. Get it straight. Now on the back, we got a little synopsis, and of course, nice little review of all the figures from that wave. The only one I am not trying to get is Hammerhead. He bores me too much. They could have gave us a better villain than that, but hey, we'll see what happens, guys. So let's get right on into it. Deploying an eerie arsenal of pumpkin bombs and razor-sharp bats from his goblin glider, the criminal mastermind Hobgoblin has Spider-Man constantly on his guard. Hobby was just Hobgoblin was just he was a very fun and sadistic villain. He was fun to watch. Okay, now, like I said, I'm a big Spider-Man fan, and we're gonna dig right on into this. We're gonna rip this open. But while we're doing that, guys, I want to talk about a few things. I want you guys to do me a favor. I want you to check out the video description below and check out our YouTube warriors. Those are everyday people just like you and me who make some amazing content that you just can't miss out on. Whoa. Sorry that, guys. Technical difficulties. That's what happens when you keep your mouse too close to your hands. So, let's see. Yep. We're going to kind of squeeze and compress his cape so we can pull him out. Makes it easier for him to slide out. He comes with one semi-translucent pumpkin bomb. I like the scope on this. This looks pretty badass. Would have been cool if they could have gave us maybe more than one. Now the glider, this is what I'm going to be interested at. Now, obviously his feet are going to go right here. And we got a little menacing face right there. I like the detail look. Now, this is kind of a hardened rubber, which does have a little bendable to this. Now, here's the thing. I don't just want to have him standing like this. I actually want to play around with one of my action stands and see if we can get it rigged up so it actually looks like he's flying. Because I'm crazy like that. Now, let's take a look at this. Like most heads, he's probably going to pop off. Now, the cape does have a little bit of movement, so I guess we could take it off if we wanted to. But what's the sense in that? Now, he does have a peg hole here. Obviously, this is a reused body that we've seen so many times before. But why would we want to take his hood off? Doesn't make any sense. And let's take a look at that menacing face right there. Let's see if we can get that to focus. How twisted is that? They did a great sculpt on here. I love his tattered cape and hood right here. The long twisted cape. I mean, they did some really great detail on there, guys. Some tremendous detail. I love this. This looks so awesome. So damn awesome on here. Legs are nice and sturdy here. They look just like, yep, these are reused Spider-Man legs, just repainted and redone. That's not a big surprise, right? You got like your Captain America type boots, old school boots thrown on here and just done with the yellow yellow paint scheme right here. We got kind of a Doctor Doom-esque type belt here. Even though it has like a little yellow buckle to go with this. This is just a piece that looks like it might be pegged on from the back. But this is a very awesome figure here. Now let's see how well can we get him on the glider. Now, joints feel pretty good. They don't feel too loose. That's great. Let's get his pumpkin bag open now. Of course, the pumpkin bag doesn't open, but it's curved so that literally you could have it around his neck. Let's see, are we going to be able to just? Yeah, we can't really get it around his arms that well. Let's see if we can put the arm up like that. Maybe we can do something where it's over. Yeah, because even in the picture, they show him wearing it around his neck. So that's going to be interesting to see if we can do a pose like that. Yeah, even in another card back, they even show him wearing it like that. So I might have to play around with. Maybe I do have to take his cape off. Yep, there we go. Let's see if we can get that over. Yeah, that's how it's going to work, guys. So we're going to have to take the cape off first, his head in the cape, then throw this back on like so. And then we put his head back on. He lost his head. You never want to lose your head, right? There we go. Okay, so you might want to be careful. The hood actually came up a little bit. We'll fix that right there. There we go. Now, let's get him on his glider. It's going to be interesting to see how well he stays on the glider. You might have to twist him forward. Really got to push this. It's not going too well in there. Yeah, I'm not. He's not too. Yeah, it's not doing too well on here. Getting him to stand up perfectly. See, he's going to come right off. So it's going to be kind of hard to try and get him to pose on there. Now, on the card back, they show him. It doesn't actually show him on the glider. I think it gives him the glider just as an accessory. Let me see if I can fix this here. Because this little satchel is, there you go. So we might just have to pose him without the glider. Maybe have him standing in front of the glider, which is a shame because I really wanted to get a picture. I really wanted to get him posed where he's, and even this is not staying in his hand. That's going to be a little bit annoying unless we soften up his thumb to kind of hold this. If we can get it just right. So there is a little bit of annoyance with this figure. See if I can get his other hand to hold it. I don't think so. We kind of get it to hold, but hold it too well. Play with the thumb a little bit. So we can kind of get him to hold it here. So we got that. Now if we can only get him to kind of, I mean, we can get him standing on the glider without putting his feet through, which is weird. I I really wish that maybe if we heat this up, it'll bend a little bit more and we can slide his feet right on there. So that's a little disappointing. I mean, I didn't want to do anything mod-like on here, but it looks like I might have to do some kind of variation here. Because unfortunately, I don't know, maybe if I open his legs, spread his legs like this, but then twist the foot around, maybe it will allow me to do a little bit more of a wider stance. I never had this figure, so I'm trying to figure out some ways. Yeah, I think that's going to work. There we go. We have him on the glider. Now, here's going to be the interesting thing. Can I get... I might have to try and get creative here. Do we have two stands? Can we do something where we can get him? Oh, yes. Maybe not do it so high. I can bring this down about one peg down. But there we go. We have him in flight right now. That is too awesome. That is just too insane right now, guys. That is too amazing. Here we are, Hobgoblin, with his pumpkin bomb, his satchel, on his glider, in the air. I guess I did have to scavenge, use basically two stands in order to do this. I'm going to remove one of the legs, but how cool is that we have him up in the air, Gobby, or should I say Hobby, because Gobby was Green Goblin. Now I did have to twist his legs sideways, but then twist his feet forward so they would fit in there, because they wouldn't do that before. But how awesome is that? I love this. This is so badass. You definitely got to get him. If you see him in the store, guys, you got to grab him. You definitely got to grab the Hobgoblin. So there we are. Awesome figure. I love that I got him on a stand right now. This is fantastic. I mean, that's just so awesome. Whoa, he just fell. Obviously, once I get him permanently posed, I can play around with this, because my concern is I don't think one is going to hold it perfectly. So I wanted to get two. We can even do something like this, guys, where I have basically these two right here. Let me close it down a little bit to sustain. I got to play around with it. But you guys saw we had it up and running. I just got to play around with the stand a little bit more. But how cool is that, though? I love this. This is just awesome. I'm going to play around with this a little bit more. Not right now, but later. But there we are. Hobgoblin, you got to get him. If you see him in your store, don't hold off. Don't play the long game. Grab him, because he's going to be gone with the quickness. You don't want to pay those eBay prices, right? So, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give Hobby, I'll give him an 8.5. 8.5 to a 9 at most. Because of trying to get the glider. I wish the glider was just a tad bit bigger, a little bit. I wish it would fit, the feet would go in a little bit more. Now, even in the card art here, they show that he's got the kind of hooked feet, which he doesn't here because they just reused Dr. Doom and reused Captain America type feet on here. So I had to get creative. We had to twist his legs out like a butterfly. But aside from that, he is a very solid figure. I wish he could hold the pumpkin bomb a little bit better, but hey, He does pretty good. And I can't wait to post this with everything else that I have. I really can't wait. This is awesome. Definitely, guys, don't miss out on this retro wave, because who knows when you'll come across something like this ever again. You might not. Or if you do, you're going to be paying those insane eBay prices. So don't miss out, guys. Get them at your local Target, Walmart, whatever hobby shops you have, comic book shop you might have in your area. Jump on it, get it now before they're gone, guys. So there we are, guys. Another quick video, another quick review of Dave's Dimension, reviewing the retro card Spider-Man figure, Hobgoblin. So please, guys, do me a favor. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Leave your comments, questions, concerns in the comments section below. And as always, please check out our YouTube warriors located in our video description below. A link to everyday people like you and me who make amazing content that you never want to miss out on. And also, again, please check out the links to the RIDE for Roswell to help benefit cancer research and development of better treatments, guys. So please, if you can, let's make a difference. Let's RIDE for Roswell and make a difference for the world. Make a donation and help someone today. So until next time, guys, this is Dave from Dave's Dimension saying keep on busting. And you know what I'm going to say. I will always catch you on the flip side. Take care.